My name is Stephawn Christopher Spears. I'm a grad student here at Chapman University. And toxic masculinity is running rampant in the millennial community. Some of the most strongest men in our society are strong because they speak boldly and bravely about their sexuality. They speak their truth and they love in their truth. Being a man should not be defined as how tough you may appear to be, how physically strong you may seem to be, or even how macho you can be. Men should be able to be vulnerable. Men should be able to show emotion. Men should be able to be okay with being who they are. And that to me shows true strength. That to me shows true manhood. And that to me shows that society can be more than what the television or what radio tells us that we can be. Speaking on toxic masculinity within the black community, it's even more of a huge, I would say, topic just because of the fact that black men in society are seen as being macho, we're seen as being strong, we're seen as being scary, we're seen as being just this huge figure. And so when we get placed in those labels, or when we are placed in those stereotypes, society seems to, some people in society seem to write us off. Some are afraid of us for no reason, just based off of how we look or how we come across, because we don't show emotion, or we're told not to show emotion, not to laugh, not to give hugs, not to smile. We're told not to express vulnerability. So most of the time we come across as very hard and crass even, when that's not the case, because a lot of men, even black men, can be loving. We're very caring, we're very happy people. We're very, we have emotion, and we do show emotion, you know. We show it in our music, we show it in our creative sides in society. So, you know, for us to be labeled as this thug, or for us to be labeled as this criminal, you know, it definitely takes away from the real true nature of what a black man, or who the black man is.
So, as a black male, how do you feel about black culture kind of defining a man as strong, violent, and oftentimes emotionless when that's not most black males' reality?
So as a gay black male, black culture does not accept who I am, or they don't see me as a full man, because they perceive all gay men to be feminine, or dress a certain type of way. Even on television, for a male to, black gay male to dress as a woman, they have to do it in a comedic way. And then outside of that, they're still perceived to be a man. But had they dressed as a woman and that's actually who they are, then it will be a whole different story.
There's a lot of people, like Terry Crews is the best example I can think of, who support people who don't fit that stereotypical mold. How do you feel about Hollywood celebrities, or just celebrities in general, kind of supporting just African American people who go outside the mold?
Yes, Terry Crews is definitely an advocate, and he's really one of the few men doing it, because they do have a lot of black women who advocate for that. But yet and still, black Hollywood is still in that toxic masculinity mindset. Kevin Hart, who says that he won't dress up as a woman, and has not. He doesn't believe that that's something that he is comfortable with doing. So you still have that lingering around. So it still exists, and it's we're taking steps to move forward, but it's going to take some time.
For the young gay black male out there, how would you give them advice on basically how to live when there's a lot of stereotypes that they're being forced upon?
I would just say, it really boils down to being yourself, whomever that person is, or as you grow and you become more. It all starts with self-love, loving who you are. At the end of the day, yes, I'm a gay male, but do I dress up in a dress? No, that's not me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not knocking anyone who does. I don't. That's just not my character. And so, am I the strongest? Obviously not. Look how skinny and thin I am. So again, I don't tend to go by labels. I'm just who I am. And so I would just say, get to know yourself. Have self-love for yourself. And if those people who say they love you have anything to say, then that's something that they have to deal with. You shouldn't have to carry their cross or carry their burdens or carry their whatever they have going on just to make them happy. You should always be happy within yourself. So.
How can we as millennials help change this stereotype of the toxic black male?
I feel as if it starts obviously within the black community, and then it starts within black homes. And if I'm being completely honest, it really starts with black women, because I cannot speak fully, or I can't speak on black women on how they think or what they say, but a lot of black women I know, or what I have come across as my 28 years of living, a lot of them don't raise their boys to be gay. They don't raise their boys to be who they end up becoming. A lot of them are like, this is what you wear. You dress like this. You talk like this. And then when it comes that their son ends up being something else, what they didn't raise, some are more accepting than others, but there are a strong group who still see it as that's a negative. That's not right in their opinion. So I feel as if a lot of mothers, or at least millennial mothers, should want to raise their children or their black son in a healthy environment.